Hello everybody, Mr. the Vestman here, bringing you Ramparts, and this level, commonly known as the Farming level, this level very useful on the hard difficulty for making XP, mainly because it is a time and efficient sort of way, in the sense that it's very quick level time-wise, and efficiency in mana. It's very simple to set up defenses. So map misleading. You can see I'm playing with my friend Darius. And this map's actually misleading. It's really big, but the defenses are simple. It's 3 main choke points. First one's down here. Some people like to put it further back on the bridge. I choose to come down here. 2 reasons. One, it's further away from the crystal. Although it's a little less efficient mana-wise, it gives you much more breathing room. 2, you can use the... where they're blockaded, you can set towers above that walkway and have the towers shoot downwards. Very useful. The second one here is at the top of the map. Once again, this is not necessarily the most efficient spot, but the reason I like this is because they kind of group up in this little area, and it's great for the squires, bouncer bowling balls. You can see I'm playing as a low level, so to all the people that are like, Blarg, you know, you're playing as a level 70, I'm a low level now. That's a great spot. The other spot is right here. This is the third spot that needs to be blockaded. It's right by the crystal. However, because of the way I was expending mana, I just didn't blockade it. But that would be the third spot. So you can see up here. Excuse me. I'm dying. I'm still kind of sick. Still got that cough. Also, you're going to have wyverns. You had them in the first wave. There was only 3. Second wave, you're going to have more. You're going to want to set up some sort of anti-air facing that direction, and then you're going to want to set some up at this crystal here, facing south with a slight angle left and right. You'll see a little bit of that here. I prefer Deadly Strikers for a couple reasons. 1, they're not going to miss. 2, it's an instant kill because they do insane damage. And 3... because they're not going to miss. I really don't like the ballista because if you don't aim it properly, it's going to miss a lot. It really comes down to how you aim it. If you've been playing as the squire for a while, you'll probably have the aiming down. If not, it can be really frustrating when you don't aim them quite right. And basically, you want the ballistas aimed as close to center as you can. So where as the wyvern flies, you want to have the ballista lined up with as it's flying, because if it has to shoot at an angle, in all likelihood it's going to miss. It's got a slow travel time, and it's just, yeah, it's frustrating. Up here, this is going to be one of the highest traffic zones, so you're going to want to have a lot of stuff. You can see we put up some proximity traps. Traps are great on this level because the enemies, the creeps, they have a long distance. In most cases, they have long distances to travel to get to the crystal. That's great for traps. And also, they're long distance hallways. So the hallways, they have to cluster up. Proximity bombs, amazing on this level. You can tear through stuff. Obviously, the only thing to note is if you've only got a couple of charges, if you have very low detonation count, you're going to use them up really, really quick. The other thing to take note is that on wave 6 through 7 through 8, you're going to have quite a significant amount of wyverns. What starts out as just a couple wyverns is going to ramp up pretty quickly. Now, the wyverns don't do a lot of damage, but you do need to keep an eye on them, because if they start busting through, they can really cause some havoc. This level, also very important to note that you can get good drops on this level. If you're playing on hard, this is one of the first levels where you're going to consistently start seeing godly stuff drop. Legendary, epic, once in a while you'll get godly. Level-wise, if this is your first playthrough, you definitely should be level 25 at this point in the game, whether that's solo or in a group. You should definitely be 25. I would suggest once you get to this level, use this level to your advantage to grind out a few more extra levels, because after the Ramparts, you have nothing but very punishing levels coming up. The final couple levels of the game are very, very difficult. They are not to be just taken lightly. They will come at you with a vengeance. So this level is great. It's quick, and you can get a lot of XP. And really, a lot of the XP comes in the bonuses, which you've seen at the bottom of the screen. You get the bonuses. They appear where you see the defeated ticker going right now. They'll appear at the end of waves. You know, there's the mechanic bonus, the night bonus, that kind of stuff. And that's really where you can get a lot of XP. Now, if you're playing this for the first time, make sure the north is upgraded heavily, and make sure on wave 7 you didn't see it there, but on wave 7 there's going to be an ogre at the very south. On wave 8 there's going to be an ogre at the very north and one at the very south. The one at the north isn't going to be probably much of an issue because your northern blockade should be very, very, very fortified. You can see 2 bowling ball turrets at level 2. We've got 2 slice and dices at level 1, and I'm personally watching the north during the combat phases. And at the south, we have my friend Darius is covering the south. So if you're playing this with a group, much simpler. If you're playing this by yourself, you're going to be doing a lot of running around, a lot of management. This level is also one of the first levels where the enemies get I think, where they get the next big boost. You're going to have a lot more leveled up enemies, and especially to the north, a lot of necromancers. So make sure you constantly see me do it. Bring up the mini map. Make sure your stuff is that your stuff's health is okay. I can't stress that enough because, once again, to the north, you're going to have a ton of necros. To the south, you're going to have some as well, but the north is really where a lot of the issue is going to come in because it's just the nature of the layout to the north, really. At the south, the necros aren't really as much of an issue, I found anyways. But that should be it. The level's not really that hard. You just got to pay attention to the wyverns, to the necromancers, and to the ogres. And typically you should be doing that anyway, so that shouldn't be anything new to you. Otherwise, this is once again a great level for mana farming, great level for XP farming, whether you're on medium or hard. But that's it for now. I thank you for watching here at Xbox Live Arcade Fans. I'm Mr. the Vest Man, and we'll see you all next time.